Right, hi guys. So we got a little Finchy here, and we got a one of the O's up here on Martha Van. And if I were to guess who it was, I'd say it's probably 23 because he was in this area last evening. So it would not be a stretch for him to be up on MVR. There. A little house finch along with him. So we did a little walkabout. Obviously, we checked around Fernal Lawn last evening. O1 was there, and she had a full crop, and she had some prey that she left for 23, I think. So that was kind of adorable. And 23 was over here in this area, sort of more toward the BB, kind of like closer to the nest area, but along the tree line and stuff like that. So I'm guessing this is probably 23 again, 023, and he's up on MVR. So this is Martha Van. So if you got your map, then you'll want to look for the building Martha Van Rensselaer, which is going to be if you find the nest area and you sort of go west on Tower Road, until you have the go to Bradfield, and then you have Plant Sci and stuff like that. So if you stop there on your map and then you go up, you'll find the Ag Quad. You'll find Plant Sci, and then up from that you'll find the Ag Quad, and then up from that you'll find Caldwell Hall. And then up from that on your map, you're going to find Martha Van Rensselaer, which is a big building, like a really big building. And we're facing north. So it's got a couple of wings there, a wing there, and then it's got a back section, and then a courtyard, and then another section. So it's actually quite a huge building, all in all. So Cindy is looking for the other chick. Hang on a second, guys. You hearing something? Definitely not an adult. Hang on a second. All right. All right, so morning. I can't see the top. Hang on a second. No, I don't want to stop. I can't see the first chat item, who that's from, but I see Chirps, good morning, Lana, and morning, Nikki, and Danny, and Kathy. Hi. So Cindy's calling me. We may have. Oops, hang on a second. Let's go back. Yeah. Okay, so Cindy's talking at me from a distance. I can't hear a word she's saying. Okay. All right, so we're leaving a chick here up on Martha Van, and we're going to go across the quad, or the permanent temporary building. Oh, Miss Danny found somebody? Okay, so we're going to go. So we were here yesterday morning, remember? Looking for 023. We didn't go as far as Martha Van, and probably wasn't up there, I'm not sure. But yep, we got a chick there on the permanent temporary buildings. Yeah, I guess so. All right, so it's been a long time. This is very, very nice. So up there ahead. Here she comes. Hello, gorgeous. Yeah, that's got to be 01. She's good. Looping around up into the oak tree.
I'm gonna bet that's the chick that Fraser baby heard that we couldn't find. Oh, I wish we had gone south.
What?
I wish we had gone south. Or east.
Okay, we're gonna come wandering this way.
Oh, Carlson's gonna go.
Yep. So she's up there. She's gonna go after little birds, I'm sure.
You might want to tell people this is a good time to pray.
There she goes. And up into the beautiful linden trees. We haven't had anybody there for a long, long time. Probably been about 10 years.
This is where we lost N1 and N2. They just
go. Yes, Barry. Oh, 23 is up on Martha Van. Okay, so 01 has come to follow her brother. So she's in the beautiful Linden.
Serious, I thought it was being led to an adult. I thought, wow, really?
Yeah. Well, 23 did a little bit of separation yesterday. As happy as a clam over. I think it's a linden. I don't know. It's a something pretty tree. I've always called it a linden tree. It doesn't have blossoms on it. Maybe it's the locust tree. I don't know. Maybe. There she is. Wow, it's been forever. Stick time. Got a new playground. Got a new playground. Where you love? There you are. It's gotta be either that or you're an 01 lookalike. Yeah. Well.
That's the other thing I wondered if this is my family.
Yeah. Well, no, it's our family. She's over on the permanent temporary buildings. And there she goes up into and the robins are chasing after her. So 23 was there behind Warren last evening, all by himself. She's in that tree there. And I think we can get a peek on her. She's not going to be staying there very long. She's chasing birds. So she was on the Fernal lawn. We went back and checked on her while 23 was in his little tree. Oh my gosh. How are we going to find her? There she is. Well, he was actually in a big tree, but way up high. She's going after birds. Quieting down a little bit. So you can see her tail there. We'll wait for her to pop out. So this is the beautiful northwest corner of Plant Sci. She's in that tree there. And she was over in that, on this linden, and then down on the ground there. She started over on the other side of the temporary building. So if you go down, find Plant Sci along Tower Road. We're here in the Ag Quad. And there she goes. And where are you headed? She's headed toward Martha Van. Van Library. Oh, and she's up on the front entrance. Wow, it's been a really long time. I would say at least a decade since we've had kids here. Is that true? No. We had the ends here. So what am I saying? All right, she's up there on man. I know we had the ends here last year, huh? Yes, we did. So we had the ends over on Warren. I can't remember if we had anybody up here on man facade. The kids were definitely on Warren posing. Now she goes. And she's gonna go up to the plant side teal. And her brother, we left. Here she goes, off again. Where are you going, baby doll? You gonna go up to Warren? You waiting for a prey drop? Yes, sweetheart. All right, get you up there. Crooked or otherwise, in focus or otherwise. Gorgeous. Sunny Bunny. So 023, if you saw the X post, we found him behind Warren yesterday evening, happily ensconced up in a tree, and now he's over on, we left him a few minutes ago on one of the chimneys on Martha Van Rensselaer Hall, which is north of here, north and a little bit west of Warren Hall. And now, uh-oh. You think so? Oh, yeah. Wow, what a voice. What an incredible voice. Okay, we're gonna go over here. So 01 has followed after her brother over into this area. So this is the ag quad area. So we got our back to Plant Sci. We're looking north. We're at the east end of the quad next to Mann Library. And we're looking at the southeast corner of Warren Hall. So those who have maps of any sort, you can find it. Just go west on Tower Road, to the left on your map, and then find Plant Sci on the north side of Tower Road, obviously. And then on the north side of Plant Sci is, let's spin this all the way back. All right. Okay. Gonna go back around. She just took off over that way, heading north. The ag quad. This is Warren Hall. Last year we had the ends over here. They were decorating this entrance here into Warren Hall. Agricultural Economics, AgEc, also known as ARME. I don't know what that acronym stood for, and then it became the Dyson School few years ago. One of the top undergraduate business schools, and then that became part of Cornell College of Business. We'll have to go looking back this way. So it's not exactly a bird camp, but and 023 is still up there on his chimney. And this is where he was last evening. Let's see his sister, where she went. She peeled off of Warren Hall on the other side. It's hard to tell if she's up there. We'd have to get up into Bradfield and go way up top to see, look at the rooftops like I did yesterday. I was looking for 23. This is the backside of Warren. These are the trees where 23 was in. That's called the waiting room tree. BR I liked a lot. They get sticks there and stuff like that and bark for the nest out of that cottonwood up top. They peel the stuff off the branches up there and then they haul it over to the nest, and that's where Ezra used to hang out and wait for hatches and stuff when BR had her nest down by Weil, because from the tops of the trees he could see over to the nest tower there by Weil. And there's the beach. That's Martha Van. So we've obviously gotten eyes on both of them. I'm guessing they're doing some chimney work up there on Caldwell. So this whole building, this big building, is Martha Van Rensselaer, which is College of Human Ecology. HUMEC. And he's got his entourage of house finches up there. Okay, let's get it all cleaned up here a little bit. There is 023 up there. All right. All right, those are little 23. Hey, dude.
Guess I'm gonna walk that way and see.
I can do that. Yeah. So this is 023. It looks like he may be getting antsy a little bit. Bud, there he goes. He's going to reappear over here. All right. His turn to call. So yesterday evening, 01 was. Oh, he's going to take off. Here he comes. You're looking for a prey drop? Let's go have a look. And he's moved to the east chimney. He moved to the east chimney. He's funny. Very funny. So yes. So when we're yeah. So he's up there now. He was over there. Now he's flown over to that chimney.
Which side is he on?
He's on the east chimney now. Oh, and here he comes. And he just went after a bird. Wow. Okay. He's our little bird. Did he land on the building or did he continue? Oh, there he is. He's up in that tree. Hey, bud. All right, he led the way over here. His sister left a piece of prey for him over at Furno yesterday. Can you stop doing that? Yep, he's went after that robin up there. I don't know if I can find him or not. I'm sure he's gonna take off in a second. Where are you, buddy? There he is. Oh, nice. Man, why are you being stupid? We had our 2 chicks this morning. Didn't have anybody over at the frontal lawn, but we found him first over on Martha Van, and then Cindy spotted one on the temporary buildings, which have been permanent now for well over a decade, 20 years at least. over across the quad there. He's up there in that part of the tree. He's the bird chasing. Of course, you're not going to get anybody squalling, but we do appreciate when you squall a little bit because we can find you. There he goes. Careful, careful, careful. Oh, he went after a squirrel. There's a squirrel, two of them. And he's off. That was amazing. He like blasted right through there, and these two squirrels were up there in the tree. And where'd you wind up? There he is. He's on the beech tree. Right there. Alright, come on. He's on the beach. What is that? He went after those two squirrels. Hi, kiddo. And up after. He's funny. Very, very tippy top of the beech tree. Swing your tripod around. And going after birds. And swinging around. Going back up. Same spot. Yep, you're a proud little guy, I have to say. You are definitely you're definitely Wink's son. No, no owls. Oh, there's some workers here next to me. So. And yep, he took off and he landed up in there. The tree. I don't know if we're going to be able to make anything out here because of the. Yeah, that's not going to happen. What? What shot? Okay, there are no flexes. Oh, okay. Yep. One of them. Right. He's out of the tree. I'm guessing that's him. Yeah, I'll move it. I'm guessing this is 23. Get back on the building.
Did he go? Yeah, I think he left. Oh, your thing died. All right, sorry, commercial break while Karel moves the car.
Yep.
He's come back into the ag quad. I found him. He's up in the smokestacks on Man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's one of them.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay. Well, been staring at a screen while I move the car. So that's part and parcel here, guys. So she has found one of them on this smokestacks of Man. Okay. Well, we'll see what that means. Totally familiar with the smokestack. The stack, that area over there is where BR kind of tucked herself down and took a mental break after we lost the D's. She retreated and was quite sad actually for a while. Oh wow. Okay, so up there on Man Library. Not far from home up there. All they gotta do is scoot over Mann and Emerson, and they're right back onto the Furno lawn. Interesting. So that's Bradfield, obviously, up there. And there, she's on he or she is on the left stack there. And that's looking toward Mann Library again. That's Plant Sci. This is the Ag Quad looking east. We're basically northwest of Bradfield. Well, I'm going to park my butt a little bit. Out of there chasing them around, had one pinned on the ground. Place has seen some good times. So the bees would have been 2011. Yep, so 14, 15 years ago, depending on how you count nesting seasons. So you can see some of these older buildings like Caldwell. So there's the flying saucer up there. That's actually the new flying saucer. That's a replacement of the old flying saucer, much like the one that's on up on Rice Hall. So we got there's no central AC. We got just a plethora, a variety of different units here. And that's Bailey down there. That's the auditorium with the colonnade. It's like the Pantheon. And that's CCC. I don't remember what that building used to be called. It was something ages ago. And I had up there in the attic up there, this is Caldwell, right, see up there? That's where the survey research facility, or part of it, the one that did the actual survey processing was, and that was where I had an office up there. It's actually quite an interesting place. Actually, in that whole attic area, we had surveys stored up there, and the coders and guys and gals marking surveys up and doing data entry and all that sort of stuff. We were up there doing surveys on a contract basis for different people, either the university or like the city of New York and things like that. So that was back in the day when you had a simple PC to do data entry. SPSS was a program we used. They had a data entry module that you could put on your PC and design your survey. And it was not Windows based at all. It was like character based. And you entered your data, and you could do some analysis. Obviously, some quick analysis there, but then we uploaded it onto Cornell A, which was an IBM mainframe. It was an MVS based mainframe with CMS, conversational monitoring system, on top of it, which was basically a time slicer and more of a user-friendly interface. And so we would run, I think we ran SPSS on there. I'm sure we did, because I remember it wasn't SAS, it was SPSS. And you write programs, obviously, after you've uploaded your data, to analyze the survey results. Most of the time, the actual stuff that we did for, quote, survey result analysis was just basically looking for, at a minimum, outliers and things like that, to basically go back and fix the data in the survey information. Or if the surveys were really complicated, then you had to write some serious cleaning programs to basically kick out the surveys that needed to be manually attended to and stuff. And then you handed off the data set to the researchers, whoever they were, the PIs, and off they went. They did their analysis and wrote their papers, or wrote their grants, or justified their budgets, or whatever it was they were doing, or maybe come up with something new to do. So yeah, it was interesting to an extent, I guess. Barry, you're just a hacker. Before the term. (2009). It's interesting. So we were told by Charles. I'd actually like to see this history because we were told by Charles that they had a nest on Man Library. So maybe they had their nests all along on the towers. We just didn't have cams on it. 2009, 2010 were on a light pole close to Bartels. So who wrote this? Interesting. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to put your comments, finish up your comments here, please, because we're gonna head off, I think. So we had both of the O's here this morning in the Ag Man, Martha Van Man Library, Plant Sci, temporary building, kind of nexus. So been awesome. Both of them hunting birds. A little bit of O1 playing over there. And so it's great stuff. All right, so we'll see you guys. And if there's a history to be posted into the comment afterwards, would you please? All right, thanks. See ya.